Hi guys, this is a new update video of Blu-rays and DVDs and a couple of PlayStation 2 games. This is the first video in about a couple of weeks, I think. 2 or 3 weeks about updates. So, first off is a few PlayStation 2 games. First up is KO Round 2. See it there? I'm sorry if the video is a bit dark, but if I have the window open, if I have the curtains open, you just can't see any of the DVDs or Blu-rays. You can't show them. So I have to have the curtains closed. That makes it dark. Pain in the ass. What's the back of it? I'm trying to collect all good PlayStation 2 games. Another PlayStation 2 game is SpongeBob SquarePants, the movie. I love that game when I was younger. Now, DVDs. No shock here, but SpongeBob SquarePants, the movie, the first one, on DVD, not Blu-ray. Couldn't find it on Blu-ray in selection cheaply, so I got it on DVD. Doesn't matter. Next up is an Anthony Hopkins film, and Colin Farrell as a bad guy, as a killer, and that is Solace. And I watched this last night, and it's a pretty good film. Anthony Hopkins showing his age, I must say, but he's a cool guy. He's a classic actor. Colin Farrell is menace in this film, and they actually kill off one of the main characters halfway through the film. But one word. Abby Cornish. Wow, she's fit as hell in this. As an FBI agent. What? Anyway, I got it on DVD because I didn't make of it. I got it from Poundland for £1, so brand new, sealed. So I'll be getting that on Blu-ray when I can find it cheaply. Next up on DVD is Flash Gordon. Timothy Dalton, Sam J. Jones, Brian Blessed. Classic. Next up on DVD is Executive Decision with Kurt Russell and Steven Seagal, even though he gets killed halfway through the film. But this is the untouched version, I would say. Because if you buy this on Blu-ray, there's certain scenes that have been altered. Like there's certain parts, like in the office, there's like certain books that are on the shelf on the desk have been altered. They've changed them. They've altered they've computerized certain scenes because of all the Al Qaeda and stuff like that, the bombings. But this is the original version, untouched. What you see is what you get. But the trouble is, it's the UK version, so it's cut. The start of the film where Steven Seagal kills the 3 guys with a knife, that's all cut out of this version. You see a couple of quick slashes and a stab, and that's it. You don't see the killings like in the American version. It's on Blu-ray in the UK, as I say, as the re-edited version. And it has got the killings in it, because when Warner Brothers submitted the films again, when they released the film again in the box set with the Nico and the Sieges, they released all the films totally uncut. They didn't submit them to the board again. They just put the same versions back out on the Blu-ray in the box set, and all the films were shown uncut. Under Siege 1 and 2 were totally uncut on Blu-ray. You watch them on DVD and they're cut heavily. On Blu-ray they're totally uncut, same as the Americans. They've never been submitted uncut. It's just that they've released them uncut. And this is the same. So I've got 2 versions. I've got the cut original version, and I've got the Blu-ray, which is the altered version, but it's got the cutscenes in it, if you know what I mean. Anyway, that's enough crap to talk about that shite. Next up is The Witches of Eastwick with Cher and Jack Nicholson. I've seen this film on TV years and years ago. Got it on DVD because I couldn't find it on Blu-ray in my CX shop. So, next up is a flipping straight to DVD fodder. I bought it because it's Tracy Lords. I bought it because actually Richard Roundtree was in it. I haven't watched it yet. I don't know if it's any good. It's a crappy ILC Prime release, which means it's full screen crap. Don't know if it's any good or not. I don't know if you can see it because of the glare of the light. Sorry. I'll watch it, and if it's any good, I'll keep it in my collection. If it's not, I'll spin it. And if it won't spin, I'll just wing it. Right, that's the DVDs. Now, Blu-rays. Now, first off is this Clint Eastwood's Spaghetti Western trilogy. Fist for the Dollars, A Fist for the Dollars More, and The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. I know this is the only. I've got the old MGM version in the box. But I like these versions. I haven't been able to get any of the blue Steve books, the UK versions, or the German versions. And if you like Clint Eastwood, I would subscribe or take a look at a channel called Eastwood. I think it's called Eastwood Fan for Life. Anyway, the proper description will be in the description below. The link will be below, and you'll be able to take a look at him. He's obsessed by Clint Eastwood, and he's another fellow you try and making a few videos. So give him a look. He's a great guy. Yeah, it's The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, free Blu-ray set. I think I paid $5.99 for this. That's why I got it. $5.99 for 3 classic films. Next up is Brad Pitt in Allied. I won't mention the woman's name because I'm a bit half cut, so I'm not even going to disgrace myself. But she's sexy as hell. And if you watch the film, you know who she is. He plays a Canadian soldier who has to go in and kill his wife. Basically, that's all I'm going to say because I'm not going to spoil it for anyone. That's Allied. Next up is a 5 for £30 from HMV. That is the Towering Inferno. Classic old disaster film with Steve McQueen. I've watched the film on TV. I haven't watched it on Blu-ray. It's still sealed. Next up is Need for Speed. Yes, okay. Hate comments. It's a lot of shite. But hey, I give no film is crap because every film that's made is made to the director's best efforts. If he's only got 10 quid and he's got £100 million, of course there's going to be a difference. But it's the fact that they make the film in the first place. Yeah, just because I don't like a film or I think a film's got bad acting doesn't mean it should never be made. Every film should be made. But if I don't like it, I don't like it. Somebody else might like it, and that's fair enough. I like this film. So what? Who gives a shit? It's an hour and a half of your life. Next up is Momentum. Haven't watched this yet. I bought this for a couple of pounds. And there's the Poseidon Adventure with Michael Caine. This is the original version. It's not the remake. It has a boatload of special features. If you see what you can't see on this camera, I'm sorry. But there and there is all the special features. I'm sorry, the quality of this camera is a little crap compared to my spy glasses. But the spy glasses one takes a hell of longer to load than this. So that's why I'm using this camera at the moment. But I will try and get a better camera. Next up is a film that was very, very rare, even in America at one point. You can't get it. But it seems to have been brought out again, and it is Eureka's Eureka. Eureka, Fright Night. This was on Amazon. When I ordered this on Amazon last year, when it first was being that it was going to come out, I pre-ordered it, and it was $19.99. I got it for, I think it was $9.99 on Amazon. Only to find out that Asda, who only have about 5 Blu-rays in their whole store, have it for sale for £8. Well, I got it. It's a beautiful set. Eureka, they always do good sets. There's the scary inside artwork. Ooh. It's in the collector's case. 2-disc set, Blu-ray and DVD. But that's not the best thing about this release. Oops, the fucking DVD's blown out of it. Right, anyway. The best part about this film is it has a, I don't know if you can see it, obviously fucking not. Has got a brand new UK exclusive 146-minute documentary on it, on the making of the film. Blah blah, it says, blah, blah, you're so cool. A 146-minute version of the 2016 documentary on the making of Fright Night, created exclusively for this release. I've watched the documentary, and it's one of the best documentaries out there on a film. Watch the film first, then watch the documentary, and you've got a great night's entertainment. Next up is classic Arrow. I've seen this for sale for years, and I've never bought it because it's so expensive. But I found it in my local CX shop for for an Arrow release, very cheap. It's $5.99, and this was an Arrow release. And you all know Arrow releases in CX don't match; they charge a fortune for them. So I grabbed this. It wasn't $5.99, stupid. It was £6. So they always round it up to a nearest penny. And that is Blowout. And as is Arrow, that's the packaging I like. Let's show you the other packaging. This is the new artwork. I don't like that. Nope. I like that version that I'm used to. It's great though if you add new artwork and old artwork, as the old timers like me, who remember this on their original release, like the old artwork. The new people might like the new artwork. So what? It's got the famous Arrow booklet showing you different parts of the film. John Travolta, and it is, what is it? It's about 40 pages long. I like their booklets. And there's the DVD. I'm sorry if this video is going to be a long one. I'm talking long-winded, I'm sorry. But I love movies, and I want to make a good video where I try and discuss the film, not just show them. Now this film, I bought this from CX, and it was expensive for me. CX, because CX are known for charging new prices for second-hand films. They charged me £10 for this, and it's the Wickerman, the final cut on Blu-ray, mint condition. So let's go into this. There's the slipcover, side slipcover, and the back. And you got this, the Wickerman. You've got the Wickerman soundtrack. That's a CD of the original version. That's got all the music from the deleted scenes from the film that have now been shown. It's in there. If you listen to the CD first, you won't recognise some of the music because some of the music's not in the film. Then you've got disc 2, which is the UK theatrical cut. Less said about that shite. Then you got the director's cut with audio commentary. Yeah. And then you got the making of audio commentary. There's actually a special feature on here. There's actually a documentary on here of the making of the audio commentary with Christopher Lee. Then disc 3, which is actually this one, sorry, and it has got the final cut, and it is Burnt Offering, The Cult of the Wickerman, a documentary by Mark Commode. That is a very long documentary. You got worshipping, fans featurette, interview with Christopher Lee, restoration comparison, and trailers. There are hours and hours of documentaries on this film, and I was brought up on a theatrical cut. The director's cut is like the American cut. It's all about the boat. But there's the final cut has a completely new start to the film. Completely new start to the film that you've never seen before. And then it goes back onto the old part of the film that you've seen, which is like 5 minutes in. There's like 5 minutes being cut out at the start of the film. And certain parts being cut out. It's weird. You got the theatrical version, which is 87 minutes. You got the director's cut, which is 102 minutes. And you've got the final cut, that is 94 minutes. But the final cut version shows more content than the director's cut. That's weird, because there's stuff in the final cut that's not in. Stuff in the director's cut that's not in the final cut. You know what I mean? The final cut is a definitive edition by the director. The director's cut has got a few extra scenes of the coppers talking at night in the car as they're driving, and it's got more of the coppers talking in the police station to bulk the time out. That's all that is. I like the final cut version the best. That's my opinion. Classic film, The Wickerman. Get that. That is a must. Next up is the 300 Spartans. Sorry, this video is getting long, so I'm just going to mention that. Fly through these now. Idris Elba and Richard Madden from Game of Thrones in The Take. Classic Guy Ritchie film, Snatch. Great film. There's the interior artwork. There's the disc. This is my second best film. The first best film is Lock, Stock and Smoking Barrels. Second is this. Sum of All Fears. Morgan Freeman and Ben Affleck. It's same as Jack Ryan. Yeah. Deepwater Horizon. Oh, classic. I paid a lot for this. £6 from CX. Blazing Saddles. Fucking great film. The Girl with the Red Dragon Tattoo. This is the Daniel Craig version. The Dragger with the Dragon Tattoo. It's the Daniel Craig version, not the Swedish version. Nicolas Cage's new one, Vengeance. Haven't watched the film, so I don't know what it's about, but I will watch them. Another Nicolas Cage film, Drive Away. I've watched this film and I like it. Nicolas Cage, William Finchers, and Amber Heard. Ooh, she is fit in this and she kicks ass. And she wears some nice Daisy Duke jeans in these. Some people might not like this film, but oh, tough shit. I like it. You might not like it, but it's a free world. Another neat Nick Cage film, Dog Eats Dog. I haven't watched this yet, so can't comment. Next up is the Ultimate Edition of King Kong 2005, and it has over 13 hours of extra features. It's got 3 hours of exclusive behind the scenes footage. It's got a full-length documentary with over 3 hours of behind the scenes footage highlighting the story of how King Kong was created. So 13 hours of content on one disc. So that's the slip cover. This is the case. There's the discs. King Kong bonus disc. I can't believe it's got 13 hours of bonuses on it. It's like an epic, man. Next up is From Hell. Alfred Hitchcock's North by Northwest. Steve Martin and John Candy's classic film, Planes, Trains and Automobiles. Classic film by John Hughes. And last up, the box set of Underworld. Contains all 4 films. This was £15 from Tesco. Yes, Tesco. Underworld Original Extended Edition, Underworld Evolution, Underworld Rise of the Lincolns, and Underworld Awakening. All 4 films for £15. That's a weekend's entertainment for you. It's not bad. That's the last of the video. That's the last of the Blu-rays and videos. I'm going to sign off as it's quite a long video. Hope you like some of the selection. I like a lot of them. I don't like them, but every film has its place. Till next time. Bye.